An Oklahoma English teacher is in trouble for giving a failing student an A after he told police they had sex multiple times. That's right. Kalyn Thompson, 25, is accused of having sex multiple times with an 18-year-old student in an English class she taught at Kevel High School until she resigned in mid-April, according to reports. The student in question flunked English during the fall semester. When she started sexting him, but miraculously turned it around to 98% during the spring semester, in which he also turned 18. Thompson was charged with second-degree rape because a teacher in Oklahoma is not allowed to have a sexual relationship with a current or former student until that person reaches the age of 21, despite the age of consent being only 16, the station noted. She resigned earlier this year upon finding out an investigation into her extracurricular activities had begun, and told school officials she had been texting the student in a sexual nature. There were also texts discussing getting high, exchanged between the teacher and her student, cops say. The investigators questioned the student discovered by beginning talking outside the classroom in December, became sexually active in March. Shortly after the student turned 18, the pair had at least sex twice, once at a nearby lake and then again at a hotel in Tulsa, according to KOTV. They also had been seen together in town having dinner in her pickup truck, the station said. You send your kids to small schools thinking they're going to get a better education because there's more one-on-one, a parent said. Michael Sullivan told KJRH, you don't expect to hear that about a teacher messing with a student. Thompson was being held in Creek County Jail until she bailed out on a $35,000 bond. I'm going to go ahead and read a couple of comments here because we already know there's going to. I'll go ahead and read a couple of them. Okay, let's go and let's see. All right, one person, she was 25 and he was 18 and failed to see the issue. Okay, then there's always going to be the people that go into fantasy zone. I wish that it's always that way. But what is really the issue? A short comment and then a longer comment explains it. There was a time when these women used to blame the boys. Text message evidence put a stop to that. Turns out women are just as bad as men when it comes to abusing positions of authority. Went right to the point. Okay, and now a longer comment, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it up. In order to put an end to this type of predation, and these comments are from the article, which I'll link below, and you can read all this stuff for yourself if you want to. In order to put an end to this type of predation, we must remember the issue is not one of age or gender, but one of responsibility, trust, and position of power. See, that this person gets it. Whether or not the student is of legal age or not, or wanted it, or whether or not he or she designated, are all irrelevant. Now, I would say those things matter, but I understand what this person's getting to. And this person's name is Mississauga Dad. People just put crazy names on there. The teacher violated the trust placed in it. They accepted responsibility and trust, to which they agreed and which they are legally liable when they accepted the job. They violated these responsibilities. End of story. They should be in jail, and it should be very interesting to know the number of female perpetrators versus male perpetrators. Based on news reports in the U.S. and UK and Canada over the past 5 years, it would seem the ratio is at least 10 to 1, with female teachers most often being guilty. Tragically, however, the gender discount given to female sexual offenders seems to show the exact opposite ratio for punishment. Men generally get 10 times as long as sentences for the same crimes as does women. Now, I don't have any stats. I'm not going to go on a big thing on this, but it has been shown that women do tend to get less punishment, okay, than men do, okay, and I've seen statistics on it and everything else. I don't have anything, here to link, unfortunately, but it does seem to be that's the case. I would just say, which you probably heard me say on other videos, It's because of both men and women. Both men and women tend to have bias not to punish women on things like this. There's certain things that we just simply don't. We tend to give them a free ride for whatever reason, biology or what have you. But anyhow, this is the thing. It's trust, okay? And this person should, the teacher, she should go have sex with people her own age, or people that are what is it, 16, fine, that are not her students, but she's using this, she's and then the whole quid pro quo thing of grades and all this. Come on, everybody, that's just flat out wrong. All right, well anyway, that's going to close this up. Once another day, another teacher having sex with kids. All right, until next time, take care.